Hey everybody, so this podcast episode discusses topics of dead children, problematic health, mental health discussion, child abuse of all kinds, drug use, and sexual assault. As long as you're fine with all that, then feel free to watch and hear us talk. Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's episode of Why We Watch This Movie Presents TLDR. Back again with our sideshow where I get to talk about books. Now, is this episode about books though? I don't quite know, because it is a visual novel type series. And I am joined by...
Sigh, it's me, everyone's favorite. It's the favorite back in the pillar.
Yes. Whoa, crunchy there.
Sorry, I was moving.
I was like, did you punch your microphone? I know it's
No,
exciting. I know it's excited to be on this shitty podcast, but...
I just moved my chair slightly. You know how
Yeah,
it is.
yeah. I watch your streams. I know what it's about. But yes. Today we'll be talking about Danganronpa. Alrighty, so I played through at least two of the games and watched the TV show for the first one, and we are collectively running through the third game for whenever we feel like it, because we don't really have a set time. But yeah. So talk to me about Danganronpa.
Okay, so this game series is technically not technically, it has been a series since 2010 when the first game came out. I was like, do you want me to start with the games? They've got visual novels, they've got two animes, like...
Okay, I guess start from your introduction into it.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell you how I got into it.
Yeah.
So, I was just a messed up wee little virtual assistant, bored out of my mind, just going through the motions of life, with unsupervised internet access. When all of a sudden I come across a merger video, I'm pretty sure it was. The merger.com, whatever, yeah.
Yep, watchmerger.com.
Where, it was like top 10 executions from Danganronpa. It was some sort of video like that. I don't know if it was Watch Merger specifically. And I was like, oh, I want to watch executions. I'm fucked up. And then I watched them, and I really liked the art style, and I liked watching the anime people get killed. And so I went online and I started watching people play the video game because I didn't have anything to play the video game on at the time. That would have been back in 2010 as well, probably like December 2010. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess I'll say, like, the order of stuff. I'm not an expert on the graphic novels or anything like that because I don't have all of them. A lot of them are only in Japan and in Japanese. I can't read Japanese, fun fact.
Yeah, that is certainly a struggle.
So my main focus will be the games, and then I have watched all of the animes, so I can delve into that a bit if you have questions about the canon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but let's start with Danganronpa 1, or Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna explain this. It might not make a lot of sense. Don't worry, it doesn't make sense when you're looking at it.
Yep,
You start
I
off
expect so.
as Makoto Naegi, and he's an ordinary
yes.
boy in an ordinary world of Japan in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Except in this alternative fictional universe, there's a high school for people who are like really, really good at one specific thing. As in like everyone's got a different talent, and it's basically they're the best at it out of their age group. Makoto doesn't have a talent because he's boring, or as they call it throughout the show and whatnot, an ultimate. And Makoto, for like the first half of the game, has what I like to call fainting bitch syndrome.
Some might say the woman's disease.
No, he doesn't have tuberculosis. No, he just faints a lot, and it's like, okay, yeah, you saw the bright
girly.
pink blood, calm down. But yeah, he's all like, oh boy, it's my first day at Hope's Peak Academy, which is the name of the school for all the ultra talented people. Let me just take my step in, and then he like steps over the school boundary and passes the fuck out.
Yep.
And then he wakes up, and I feel like it's gonna take forever if I go through and explain all the games, so let me try to make this a little bit more concise. Basically, he finds out he's in the school, there's other ultimates, they all have talents, except this one chick who's like, I've got amnesia, I don't remember what my whole deal is. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. And then Monokuma pops up.
Yes.
He's all like, I can't do a good Monokuma impression.
Yeah, kind of. Or whatever.
He's like, kill each other, bitches! Do it now!
A great impression.
Like, what?
Yep.
I don't want to do that. And then, I'm trying to remember her name. I'm really bad with names. Sayaka or whatever. She's the ultimate pop star.
Yes.
Yeah. She's all like, wow, Makoto, I remember you from middle school. Let's be buddy old pals. And everyone's like talking to each other, trying to find a way out. But then,
Hi,
murder
bestie.
happened.
SpaghettiOs.
Monokuma's like, let me blackmail you guys with like your loved ones.
Yeah, as you do.
So, yeah, as you do. Someone commits a murder. But, the first case is really, really easy to solve.
Yeah. I can attest.
My explanation's, like, all over the place.
No, that's fine. You're doing great.
They go, there's a corpse. Monokuma goes, sup, bitches? Do a class trial and find out who's guilty. And I'll kill that one guilty person, who they call the Blackened, in the games.
It's very strange with its names.
Well, yeah. And then, he's like, but if you guess the wrong person, I'm gonna kill everyone else, and the Blackened can leave. And they're like, you know, but yeah, so Sayaka's the first one that gets killed. And it's basically just a progression of, we found a body, find out who did it. And there's like little twists in each game. In each case, sorry. And they all have to do a class trial for each one. And then by the end, they're like, oh, wow, Junko Adeshiba was the actual mastermind, and she's the ultimate despair, and also, in the anime, they tell us that she has ESP. It doesn't make a lot of sense. What's
ESP?
It's basically, I don't remember the exact, like, meaning, like, word for word, what, like, ESP mean, but it's, like, psychic powers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That sounds about right.
See a couple of seconds into the future.
Okay, I forgot it was like that.
Yeah. But she's like, oh, well, you guys figured me out, and then she kills herself by doing every single execution throughout, like, that you see throughout the game. I think it's a solid entry game. Not my favorite. I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10.
Which one would you say is your favorite of the games?
To play or plot-wise?
Let's go with play and then plot-wise.
Because I love Danganronpa. I love Danganronpa. Don't get me wrong. One of my favorite series of all time. Definitely top 3. God, I hate playing them. Like,
yeah,
the
that's
actual
fair.
mini games are clunky, and it's so clumsy, and they don't
play
explain things
sucks.
very well half the time. I'm used to playing visual novels, though, so I can click that A button and read real fast. Don't worry about that. The worst to play is Ultra Despair Girls. 100% is the worst version of, like, the worst entry in the series to play.
Yeah. Which is one that I've played all the way... which is the one game I've played by myself all the way through.
Yeah, I tried to play the PC port for it. The controller
it's
was
not
so
good.
Bad. It was so bad.
You'd think, but no, it's still hard.
But yeah, and then the gameplay in 1, 2, and 3 is pretty similar. There's a couple of, like, smaller mechanics that are new or unique to the games, but it's the same premise of, oh no, we're trapped in a killing game. Oh no, don't kill each other, and then they end up killing each other, and then they have to find out who killed who.
Yeah.
So there's Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, which is the first one. There's Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair, which is the second one.
Yep.
And then in order that they come out in, then it's Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls, another episode. And then it's Danganronpa 3, V3, I forget what it's called. Because I got the anime up, not the... I have some tabs up just to make sure I'm saying it right. Danganronpa V3... Killing Harmony! I knew it was like something to do with... Well, plus it's something to do with killing.
Oh, just careful, your microphone.
Oh, sorry. I'm not even hitting anything. This is the quality content you can find on my stream. Plug. No,
Very nice, very
Killing
nice.
Harmony, yeah.
But, yes, so... Yeah, so,
ask me
I
a
guess...
question, yeah.
Yeah, which one was your... I mean, yeah, which one play-wise is your favorite, then which one has the best story, you think?
I guess I just have to go V3, because, again, 1, 2, and V3 play very similarly, but since V3 came out in 2017, I think is the release for global. Yeah. It all came out in 2017. It's because with this game, it comes out in Japan first, and then it has like an international release. So V3 came out in January 2017, and then Europe and America got it in September. And then we didn't... Well, we got it in August, actually. We got it... we, as in Australia, got it in August of 2017.
We collectively.
2017. Yeah, we collectively all bought it at the same time. No, yeah. But just... Yeah, it was made the latest, so it's the smoothest in terms of, like, the gameplay.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a big fan of the gameplay. That's not why I like Danganronpa.
Yeah, you just like it for the violence.
I mean, initially, yes. Initially, that is why I got into Danganronpa.
Yeah.
My favorite story-wise... Honestly, it's kind of a toss-up in between Despair Girls and 2. I would have to say 2, just because Despair Girls has got a lot of uncomfortable subject matters. If we go into that, you're gonna need a lot of trigger warnings.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go into it. This episode will just have those trigger warnings.
Yeah. I mean, I'm letting you talk. Ask me questions.
I'm like, maybe I should have the trigger warning up already for dead kids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, let me write that one down now.
Yeah.
Trigger warning. Dead kids.
Dead adults.
Dead everyone.
Yeah, cartoon violence. I don't know. I don't know what kind of things you give trigger warnings for.
Yeah, I sort of vibe it out on what I'm like.
Enough.
Okay, that feels like a heavy topic or whatever.
Yeah. But I don't want to yap your ear off, so ask me a question and I will answer it.
Okay, actually, well, this feels like a pretty good thing to bring up, because you know, the best way I can also justify this as well being a book related episode, because one of the times I was in Japan, I brought back souvenirs for everyone, and the thing I brought back for you was one of the only Danganronpa things I could find, which was a book about the game. It's all in Japanese.
Well, it's not all in Japanese.
Okay, cool.
There are chunks of it that are written in like hiragana or whatever. You gave it to me. I read it in like 40 minutes. Like the whole
sounds
thing.
about right.
Well, because it's got like behind the scenes stuff in it. I was like, oh hell yeah! But it's so weird 'cause it's got a bunch of like in character answers, and it's mostly that stuff that's in Japanese.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I can't read Japanese. I already said that, but I'm gonna reiterate: I can't read Japanese.
And then also in it.
Oh, sorry, you go.
No, I was just gonna say, like, and it also shows you the rooms of the characters. It shows you the art that you don't see while playing the game.
Yeah, like a bunch of concept designs they had for like the characters' rooms, or like some beta designs for the characters. I was gonna say because I think before they released Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, I can speak.
Yep.
They had a beta that they were working on for, I think it was like a couple of years.
Beta.
And I think it was called like, I can't remember what it was called. Let me look it up. But fun fact, the reason why spoilers by the way, I probably should have said that at the start of the episode.
No.
There's obviously gonna be spoilers.
When people are coming in, they're gonna expect spoilers. Fuck, excuse me. Jesus Christ. But yeah, no. They're gonna expect spoilers coming in.
But the reason Sayaka and Leon are the first to die as a victim and the first to get executed is because in the beta, which was called Danganronpa Distrust,
okay.
They were basically using Sayaka and Leon to test everything. So then by the end of it, they were like, I'm sick of seeing these fucking people. I'm sick of seeing these people, I'm killing them. Fair enough. I was right! They started production in 2007. It was like the prototype of Distrust was around 2007 to 2009.
Wow, that's quite a time.
Yeah, so they were like, figuring out the concepts and whatnot. And Monokuma's beta design, let me see if I can find it. I found it.
Oh, fuck
here,
yes.
I will,
yes, send
I will
it through.
Send a picture, yeah. His original design was like a human anatomy doll. Where it's like split in half.
Oh, that fucker. Okay.
Yeah. I think the bear design is a lot more marketable.
It's definitely more marketable. It's also probably more pleasing to the eye than this.
Yeah.
I also don't... Okay, the most upsetting thing on this is that it's between a bear, like a teddy bear, and a person. Is what's upsetting to me, because it's like there's not... Like, the chest is just a teddy bear. So it's just like no titty and no pee-pee.
Yeah, well, it's because it's meant to be one of those ones that shows like muscles and shit, or like organs or whatever. I can also send you a... Oh god, I forgot what the art in the beta looked like. I'll send you what the cover of the beta game looks like.
Hell yeah, let's see.
So during while they were like testing this
Whoa!
stuff as well, they were also like figuring out what they had to do to get a certain rating, because I think they didn't want to be above like M or MA. I can't remember which one. They didn't want to be R, basically.
Yeah.
Because it was targeted towards like teenagers, young adults, I think, was the target demographic.
Yes. All I'll say to that is, yeah, pretty obvious. They wanted that edgy teen, the edgy teen money.
Yeah, which, you know, worked. I still see 14-year-olds dressing up as Danganronpa characters at like Supernova and whatnot.
Yeah, and as they should. Know your roots.
Yeah. I walked so you could run, kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's the reason why the blood in the games is pink, because it was originally red in the prototype, but then they got told it was too graphic, so they made it like vibrant pink. But yeah, and then a lot of the. Nope, never mind. I don't have words. Give me a question.
Okay. So, as I was sort of looking through, let's see if I could just quickly do this. Okay, yep. One of the big comic distributors, let's see, it's through Dark Horse. These are the ones that have all been translated at least accessibly to English. And those series would be obviously the first, Danganronpa. Let's see, it's Danganronpa the Animation, Volume 1 through 4. Then we have Danganronpa 2, Ultimate Luck and Hope and Despair, Volumes 1 through 3. Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, Volumes 1, 2, and 3. Danganronpa 2, Chiaki Nami's Goodbye Despair Quest, Volume 1 through 3. And then, Danganronpa, another episode, Ultra Despair Girls, Volume 1 through 3. Those are all the ones that have been accessibly translated to English, to where, generally, if you don't dig through online too hard, you can find.
Yeah. I have some of the, another episode ones. I think I have the first 3 volumes. And I have read them, but I read them back in, like, 2022? So it was a while ago. But if I remember correctly, most of those are just, like, the main series books. Where it's basically just, you know, the story, but in book form if you don't want to play the game.
Yeah, so yeah. I assume, the animation obviously just like a manga-ified thing off the first game, / anime. Goodbye Despair is just the events of number 2. Ultimate Luck, Hope, and Despair, I assume, is... what's his name? Nagito's sort of visuals throughout it. And then, Chiaki Nami's Goodbye Despair Quest would be all of it through Chiaki's eyes.
I think I haven't read the books, because again, I only have a couple of volumes of the Despair Girls one.
Yeah.
But if I was to go with the title alone, I would guess that the Chiaki one is probably based off, I forget which arc it is, but in Danganronpa 3, the end of Hope's Peak High School, which is the anime, and there's a Hope arc and a Despair arc, or Future arc and a Despair arc. And, oh no, there is a Hope arc. That's right, there's 3 arcs. I'm stupid.
That's
there's
okay.
the Future arc, there's the Despair arc, and then there's the Hope arc, because it's like one of them leads into the other arc. I hit my phone. But in one of them, you see Chiaki before she, like, her actual death. Because she dies before the events of the second game.
Yep.
For those that don't know, Chiaki is the ultimate gamer, basically. Ultimate gamer girl! And it's like this whole thing throughout the second game of like, oh, there's this traitor, who is it? And then it turns out to be Chiaki, because in the game she's actually a computer program, because before they got put in the simulation where the second game takes place, the most awful, tragic event in human history, or whatever the hell it's called. It's a super long title for basically something shitty happened.
I'm gonna say the tragic event or some shit. Yeah, the big
tragedy,
bad.
let's call
the tragedy. I think that actually might be it.
It's actually got like a super long title.
Yeah.
But basically, as that like is starting to take place, Chiaki's put in a death game situation. She dies basically. So, fun fact, Chiaki actually gets 2 executions if you count her robot one as like 2 different executions.
I think it does. She gets enough like sentience and emotional leverage to where I'm like, it feels like a death.
Yeah.
At least feels like a death to all of her friends.
I mean, she does die, quote unquote, in the sense that like I'm pretty sure her programming gets destroyed.
Yeah.
Which is
Big
the closest thing to dying for someone who's made of code.
You would know about that.
I would know about that.
Yeah.
Erase my code and I'm nuttin'. Nothing, not nutting, by the way. Yeah, I was gonna say, I realized you're gonna take that the wrong way. I don't remember which arc it happens in. I think it's the Despair arc. Yes! It's the Despair arc. Which basically explains, like, what happened in the most awful, most tragic event, whatever. The tragedy.
The tragedy. You can just say the tragedy.
And how the remnants of despair were created. Which are the characters in the second game. Technically, in the second game, the whole thing's meant to be a deprogramming thing, because they've been brainwashed to be the remnants of despair by Junko and Ishima.
Yeah.
But Danganronpa 2 does take place canonically after the first game.
Yeah.
Because, well, for those that don't know, some of the characters from the first game appear at the end of the second game, because they're like, hey, we were, like, running this deprogramming, VR thing to try to get you guys to stop killing people and being fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And they were like, what the hell?
So, I think that leads into a pretty, I think a big question.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'd say like something that's often like people don't particularly like sometimes with certain things like this is like where the ending it's like, oh, it was a dream the entire time. Oh, nothing was real. And people are like, oh, then what was the journey for? But for this, I think it's pretty good. And I feel like you would agree with that. Any reason why you'd think like this feels different to anything like that? To where it's like, oh, it was a dream the entire time.
Yeah. I will avoid. I was gonna say something, but I was like, you personally haven't finished V3, and I don't want to spoil that.
It's killing me.
So you should.
You personally are killing me.
You should complain to Finn. He owns the game on the Switch that we've been playing it on.
Okay, well, maybe I will then.
Get in the comments. No.
Yeah, get him.
At Finn, give me playthrough on the channel.
Oh my fuck, I would love that.
But, yeah, basically, because the story doesn't end there, right? There's more. It's not, oh, it was all a dream and it meant nothing. Because you know, when you wake up from a dream, it's like, oh, it's not real. But the way that they frame it in Danganronpa 2 is, it may have not been real, but my feelings and what I've learned and the bonds that I've developed in this, like, virtual reality were real. It will be with me when I go into the real world. And at the end of the second game, all the survivors, or all of them technically, not even just the survivors, but all of them go on a boat and they go to an island because they just want to be left the fuck alone. Like, I don't want to be a part of this hope and despair issue, right? I care about my future. That's the main theme. Like, in the first game, it's like, oh, hope versus despair. And in the second game, they're like, fuck your hope, fuck your despair. What I care about is my future. And so they hop on a boat and they fuck off to, like, the actual Jabberwock Island, I think, canonically. I could be wrong. But they fuck off somewhere. And then they exist.
Yeah.
And they get to chill. And they
They
get to have their
relax.
future that isn't dictated by, like, talent and hope and despair. They just get to be themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I would also argue that at least one of the people doesn't actually have a talent. He's just a lucky charm.
And who would that be?
Oh, fuck, I forgot his name again. Fuck.
Are you talking about the protagonist of the second game?
Not the protagonist, the one that he wants to fuck. Well, not actually wants to fuck, but in all the fan art I've seen, they want to fuck.
Nagito Kameda, Kameda, whatever. Kameda, Nagito,
Fuck.
The white
Yeah, it is
guy?
Nagito. Yeah, no, that's right. Because I
Nagito.
kept trying to do... The only way for me to get to that conclusion was based off jokes we made while we were playing it. I was like, okay, let's see, Hajime. Okay, no, he was saying his name. Okay, yes, it's Nagito. Oh, I'm Nagito, and I love Hajime. Yes, I would say having luck is not necessarily a talent, it's just a thing that you have.
He's the luckiest.
Yes, true.
And that's why they don't label them as talents, as instead the ultimate, because he's the ultimate luckiest student.
I do forget.
He is the luckiest boy in the world. I just call them talents because the majority of them are talents.
That's fair.
Like being able to play the piano. Like Kaide in the third game.
I will say, he did have a pretty amazing moment in the second game when they were stuck in a building and they were like, okay, well, you can't eat or drink water, so get fucked. And then Nagito, just being a goat, he went into solve a riddle or whatever, and he was like, alright, I'm the ultimate luck. Oh, okay, I just gotta play Russian roulette. But he played it wrong. Instead of having one bullet in the gun, he put in 5 bullets, and was like, okay, I just gotta land on the empty chamber. Like,
I was gonna say, I can't remember if it was that, or if there was one bullet and he, like, clicked it 5 times, like, testing it against his head.
No.
Like, does that make sense? It was one or the other. It's
yeah,
the same
it was one or the other, but it was something you fucked up.
It was a statistical marvel that he didn't shoot himself in the head.
Yeah. And again, the person was like, that's not how you play it. And he goes, oh, okay, oopsie daisy. Oh, guys, I solved it again.
Yeah, he's like, well, I just wanted to test it, you know, Herp. Like, the Nagito's whole thing is that he loves Herp. He loves sucking Herp's dick.
Yeah, he loves sucking off Herp.
Guys, it's me, Nagito.
To such a creepy degree.
As long as we have Herp, everything's fine. I'll kill myself for Herp.
Yeah. Hajime, do you know how much I love hope? It gives me a rock-hard cock every time I think about it.
I think I'd also say the second game is my favorite because it has the best breakdowns of a character, and it's got 2 of them. It's got 2 excellent breakdowns. From Nagito, where he spirals out at one point, and it's like, holy shit, there's something wrong with this guy. Like, it's awesome the first time you play it, and it's just like, oh Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And then
yeah.
the second one is Mikan. When she falls apart at the end of her trial. Don't. I can hear it in your voice. Don't.
No. Okay. We can have that be the end if you want. Or we can just not talk about it. Because I feel like I made you talk about it countless times.
Well, let's give context to what, we're playing the pronoun game here and being like, ooh, I'm looking at the viewer what's actually going on.
Yeah.
My least favorite execution in the entire game series is Mikan's execution because it's such a high of, like, her mental breakdown, her going crazy. It's just such a shitty execution. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Okay. My mouth now.
Okay, that's all you need to say.
Mm.
Yep. It was just a terrible execution for a otherwise pretty incredible character.
Apart from all the fan service.
And also just so much fan service.
I don't love that they made her the fan service character.
Yeah, that was pretty annoying.
Okay, ask me another question.
yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What other important things are there to bring up? I think I will bring up. Who is your favorite character?
Chihiro. From the first
okay.
game.
You know what? That's fair. I should have thought that had been. You know what? It's good for you to talk about them. Yes, the femboy.
I'm upset that they died so early. I think they should have got to live to the end. Good trial though. Good, delicious trial. One of the most sympathetic trials.
Absolutely.
Yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy.
You can talk about as much and leave out. Like, you can talk about as much as you want.
Chihiro is the ultimate programmer. And they are the victim in the I can't remember.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Second trial, I think. It's the second or the third. I think it's the second.
The second feels so soon.
Sayaka, yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does.
I'm just like, it feels like there were other ones, but you know what? There might not have been.
I think it goes Sayaka, first victim, Chihiro, second victim. They find Alter Ego, Ishimaru, and the annoying one who I hate, Hifumi. They're the next victims, and then they kill Alter Ego, well, kill quote-unquote Alter Ego. And then it's Naegi's fake out, or Kiriko's actual execution if you get the bad ending, because Trigger Happy Havoc is the only one with an alternative ending. Fun fact that I can remember. And then it's Junko's execution. Yeah, second, I'm pretty sure.
Man, that's fucked.
Yeah,
that's so fucked.
Yeah, it is fucked. It is fucked. I agree. Thank you. Chihiro deserves a screen time.
Yep. Yes.
Ask me another question before I start crying.
Well, I'll bring up one of my personal favorite characters.
I'm judging.
It is also another Naegi, but it's Makoto Naegi's sister.
Kamaru.
Yeah, Kamaru Naegi.
Yes.
She is so stupid.
She is really stupid.
Like just so dumb to where it just becomes endearing because it's like, okay, you're a bit stupid throughout. You're like, oh, but no, it's okay, you're doing great, hun. But then she'll say something, and you're like, God, you are dense in the head.
It's
like a brain eating parasite would starve.
It's weird because it's like she's really intelligent in like certain areas, and then really, really stupid in other areas that feel like common sense. But I'm like, I don't know if that's actually the case, or if it's just like she feels stupid because she's surrounded by ultimates, and she's not an ultimate. Her interest literally, I am just an ordinary 16, I think? 16-year-old girl.
I think 16, yeah.
My name's Kamaru Naegi, and I haven't left this apartment, and blah, 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 blah. Like, her whole thing at the start is how ordinary she is.
Yeah. And she's like, I don't know why I'm here. Well, I'm here anyway. Time to do my daily ritual of getting dressed, screaming at the wall, eating, laying down, going to bed.
I think it's maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Like, she is absolutely fucking dense, but she probably feels denser than she actually is because she's surrounded by ultimates.
She survived a pretty intense apocalypse of children killing people.
Yeah.
And then Monokuma robots going around also killing people.
Yeah, a lot of Monokuma robots controlled by, like, grade schoolers.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, cool. I mean, she also used a gun, ? That, like, you know, it's like, okay, you were common enough to use that, and she can also apparently ride a motorcycle really well.
Yeah, I feel like Kamaru, this isn't canon, because you don't really see the end of her arc, where she, like, grows up. You don't see that. But I like to think that she just becomes, like, a jack of all trades. So instead of being, like, really good at one thing, she's just, like, kind of good at everything.
That seems fair.
Which I feel like, you know, she has to learn a lot of different things really quickly throughout the game and become really competent in stuff that people normally wouldn't be very competent in at 16.
Yeah.
Oh, if I remember, she's 16 or she's 17, because she's, like, about to become an adult, and that's why at the start of the game, I forget their name. It's the Children of Hope.
Oh.
Or, like, Children something. I'm looking. Let me find it.
Yeah. Yes, the titular bad guys, quote unquote, of the game.
Yeah, well, they're the
Warriors
of Hope. They're the Warriors of Hope.
Warriors of Hope. I'd say they're the antagonists, but it's also like they were children. They were kind of like.
I mean, they were
put into this thing where they thought
they systematically killed
just like
thousands of individuals.
Yeah,
but they were also traumatized.
Yeah, they were heavily traumatized.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I saw Matt Mercer's character.
Yes. Fuck. Matt Mercer, great voice actor. Questionable shit his character said in this game.
I like them young. Really young.
Like don't worry, guys. He goes, don't worry, guys. You're not my type. I like them young. Like, really young. It's just like, and they're like, we're just gonna go now. Okay, let's go back to the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
when, like, there's a whole part of the game be like, yes, let's kill the pedophiles and shit.
Apparently...
It's like,
I heard in an interview, like, 7 or 10 years, like, a long time after the game came out, someone asked him about that, like, line, and he's like, yeah, I was really uncomfortable. Like, obviously, I'm there. Like, obviously, it was just a role, but holy shit, bro! I didn't want to say that.
It's really funny to think that it's really funny when you know, there's people, you know, that are in like a fairly public eye, and then, you know, just some of your special interest comes out into the open, and you're like, yeah, now you have to, yeah, what are you gonna say about this thing that's my special interest that I know? That I can write paragraphs about. What do you think of this one fucked up thing that you had to say?
I mean... I just remember the first time, because I play them all in the Japanese dub with subtitles. So the first time I heard it in Japanese, and then I think I was watching Game Grumps. No, not Game Grumps. I was watching someone play it. I was watching someone play it on YouTube, and they were playing it with the English dub on, and then I heard Matt Mercer say that, and my jaw just dropped. I was like, oh, Matt Mercer!
God, I remember when I was playing that on call, and I'm just like, And I was like, Sai, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was so
Excuse me? Again, the game is terrible, but fuck, like, I have a love for it that no one else will.
Yeah.
Because no one else can have a love for that game, and I'm the one that does. But again, like, one of my favorite things that Kamara Naegi said, she walked up to a mirror, and she was like, "Oh my god, they have a picture of me in here." Oh no, it's just a mirror.
Mm. To be
it's like,
fair, I'm pretty sure
yes?
she has brain damage at that point. She gets knocked around a lot.
You know what? Fair enough. Like, that's the only way I'm gonna allow that to be justified. Because I'm like, what the fuck?
Just in the first
How
hour
do you
of the
confuse
game,
a mirror with a picture?
in the first hour of the game, she gets knocked around, she's in a helicopter crash, like, a lot happens.
I guess.
To her. If she doesn't have brain damage, I would be surprised.
Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to think, what is some other incredible stuff with that game? Because there's so much dumb shit in that game where it becomes really fun.
The uncomfortable stuff or the funny stuff?
I mean, it's up to you. This is your episode.
Because I would say one of my biggest gripes with Danganronpa is that they do not handle more sensitive topics well at all.
No, they do not. I'd say that's evident in the first game as well.
Which, I'm not making excuses, but the first, like, Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa 2, and Danganronpa Another Episode are all released in, like, the early 2010s. Like, 2010, 2012, or 2014, depending whether you're talking about the Japanese or international release for Danganronpa 2. And then Danganronpa 1 is 2010, Danganronpa 2 is 2012, Danganronpa Another Episode is 2014. I always mix those two up. So it's like, you know, there's a lot less PC back in my day. They should have done better. They should have done better.
They should have done better. It's just like, a lot of that stuff was not known about.
But, yeah.
And I mean, I also will say, though, strangely, I would even argue, better handled back then than sometimes things done now.
Depends on the thing, yeah.
Okay, I will say in the first game, with a Genocide Jack.
Oh, Toko, yeah. So, for the viewers,
Toko.
Hi viewers, sorry, I forgot you're here.
Yes, hi, Sai.
I'm talking to you, person listening to this right now. In the first game, it's revealed that, Toko, I forget her other name, Toko Fukawa, has DID. Or some sort of a dissociative identity disorder. Where when she sees blood or she sneezes, she turns into Genocider Show or Genocider Jack, depending on whether you're playing the English or Japanese localization of the game. Who is a serial killer who kills pretty young men with custom shears, she calls them. They're scissors. They're fancy scissors.
Yeah.
As someone with DID, I would say it's not the best representation. I personally don't have a serial killer in my head. Fun fact. And
I'd say most people with DID usually don't.
Most people don't. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I feel like if you're doing that in a video game and someone doesn't really know what DID is, and that's their first introduction to it, like, a lot of people assume that there's an evil alter, which isn't usually a thing. Like, it's just like having a small town in your head, depending on the size. It's like having a commune in your head. So sometimes people are assholes, sometimes, but they're all just people. At the end of the day. was the point I was trying to get to.
Yeah. Now, the reason I bring that up is because, like, I'd say that game doesn't necessarily handle it, but is somehow better in terms of other things that have tried to tackle DID.
Split? Are we talking about Split?
I was gonna say Split, but yeah, you know, yeah, Split.
Bro literally starts crawling on the ceilings because his DID gives him superpowers or something. I haven't watched it in a really long time. And the beast,
You've watched it?
Is coming. And it's like, what? I think so. I think I have.
Huh.
But it's like, okay, I'm just gonna say this on the record as both someone who's super mentally ill and as someone who's studying psychology and counseling. Mental disorders and neurodivergencies do not give you superpowers. They just make you different. It's not a bad different. It's not a good different. It's just different.
Oh man, but I've been so depressed and anxious for so long. I was waiting for it to kick in.
No, sorry. No superpowers.
Oh man.
Unless you count quickest speedrun of like a panic attack as like a superpower, then maybe.
I mean, like, I don't know, I speed ran X at 8. Is that my power of autism?
No, sorry.
Oh, man. I mean, like, I feel like I'm only getting nerfs at the moment because I've also just got, like, different chronic diseases that I can't get rid of.
Yeah.
They're all in my liver as well.
Your liver hates you.
It really does. There's like 3 separate diseases in there that I can't do shit about.
This baby Tonk caused so many diseases.
I mean, at least one of them doesn't actually do anything. It just exists in there.
Is it like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode?
No. Well, no. One of them makes it so I can't eat gluten. The other one makes it so if I do damage to it, it either takes a long time to repair or it doesn't really repair. The other one just doesn't process food correctly, and, you know, if I get sick, I get a bit of a yellow tint in my eyes and my skin.
Oh, so you turn into a Simpson character, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
But,
that one doesn't actually cause a lot of harm to my body. It's just like, okay, it's there, we can't do shit about it, and it also doesn't really cause you harm.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool then.
But, yeah, because in Ultra Despair Girls, obviously there's sensitive topics in every game. It's a game about killing people, so, like...
Yeah.
You know, but in, Despair Girls, they cover topics of, like, domestic violence, sexual assault at the hands of strangers and relatives, being drugged by your parents, the pressure to be perfect, like, child-on-child violence.
Yeah.
Pedophilia, as we mentioned earlier. It just really doesn't, especially the essay or the sexual harassment.
Oh, yeah. That stuff was not great.
It was very much not covered well at all in the
I'd say in some aspects it was, in other aspects it wasn't. Like, I say, like, in some parts where, you know, like, the child was having a panic attack based from, like, thinking about traumatizing events, and it's like, oh, this makes me feel uncomfortable and sick. It's like, oh, I am so sorry for this child. This is awful. And it's like, sort of building upon that, it's like, it's diving you deeper into why they are doing it, and why they feel like they don't really have a choice. And then where I'd say, like, it doesn't really handle it greatly is especially in the train. I think it's the train sequence when Kamaru's caught.
Yeah, so for the viewers, hi again, viewers. That's right, I'm talking to you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The breakdown of, like,
fuck, I don't remember her name.
I don't remember if they refer to her as Utsuki or Kotoko throughout the game. But, because her name's Kotoko Utsuki. Utsuki. Yeah, I said it right. Alright,
Yeah.
Like, her having the panic attack and being like, I don't want to be pretty, call me anything but pretty, because that's what she got called by her predators, is, like, good. But yeah, the train scene basically is, I'm just gonna say Kotoko. Kotoko, basically kidnaps Kamaru and puts her in a contraption that is specifically built to sexually assault whoever is strapped into it.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, very uncomfortable. Especially because they're, like, grade schoolers.
Yeah.
Well, Kotoko and the other warriors, I hope, are, like, in elementary school.
Yeah.
Kamaru's 16, 17. But it's like, I don't like that this is happening and that a child's doing it and that the child, like... I guess it kind of rings true to the statistic of, like, someone who is abused is more likely to abuse. Like, is more predisposed to doing it, like, and continuing the cycle. But, again, it's like a 10-year-old or something.
Yeah,
Very uncomfortable.
I think my big issue with it is, like, it almost kind of fan-serviced it.
Yeah, a bit.
With, like, how it's like, oh, she's, like, blushing and, like...
And it's ripping her
stuff, and it's just like, no. The whole game is to slap away the hands. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. It's very clear that Kamaru does not want to be there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, the game, you know, it's so wacky.
Yeah.
And you might be thinking, dear viewer, why do you like this when it's so fucking weird?
Yeah.
The answer is because I'm fucking weird.
Sometimes you're like, if you're a little bit fucked up, you find comfort in the other things that are a bit fucked up.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know, I just think the art's really good. I like watching the executions. They are capable of writing good storylines, I promise.
We promise they are.
Like in Ultra Despair Girls, you get to see Chihiro's dad. That was so nice.
Oh, God, that one broke my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I just want to see my child again. I really hope they're okay. And then he dies.
Okay, the thing that fucked me up about that part as well is, because Chihiro's whole thing is, like, he's a femboy, but, like, it's like, he does that in, like, a sort of, like sort of safety thing, where it's like, people assume that he's a girl, but he's like, at least that's what we get from the English translation. I don't know how it is in Japanese translation, but he's also like people keep telling him to man up, and like, boys don't do this, boys don't do that, and he goes like, well, okay, if I'm like, maybe if I dress up like this, then they won't put those gender expectations on me, and I can sort of be more sensitive and stuff like that. And then it also led to his death because the person who killed him was like, why can't I have that? And then he went into a rage and they killed him.
Yeah.
So, sad. I love Chihiro.
I love Chihiro. Yeah, you basically got it right. It was like, Chihiro used to get bullied for crying all the time and being weak, and so they dressed up as a girl because girls don't have the expectation of being strong and, unemotional like men do, which is true.
Yeah.
There's an expectation that people put on both genders. And so they do still as far as I could tell from, like, because I've listened / played / watched both the English and the Japanese. They still identify as a man. It was more of a defense mechanism. They're fine dressing in skirts and stuff, but they were like, I want to be stronger. And so they went to Mondo, who's the ultimate biker, because he's very masculine, he's very aggressive. And so when Chihiro's like, I don't care if people know if it means no one dies, Mondo gets upset because he's like, I don't have that inner strength that Chihiro has, goes into a rage and kills Chihiro.
Yeah. But, like, I think, and then with seeing Chihiro's dad is, like, the further, like, it feels like it's a call out for the fans to be like, hey, you want to feel extra bad? And it's like, oh, it's Chihiro there, and he's in his in his like feminine attire, he's in his skirt and all that, and he's like with his dad. His dad's smiling. He's like, "Hey, look at my kiddo." It's like, oh my god, okay. He accepted his son the way he was.
Yeah.
And then his kid's dead. He's dead. Everybody's fucking dead.
I was gonna say, because Despair Girls goes before too, but I think it's either during or after 1. I think.
Yeah. I think it would be after 1 because...
because
we hear about Makoto.
Yeah, you're right. I was about to say, you literally see Naegi on the thing. Okay.
He's like, "Hey, my dumb sister, are you okay?"
Yeah. I think it happens right after 1.
Yeah, it would be like not long after.
Yeah. Any other questions? I just realized we're like an hour-ish.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I'm like, I feel like fuck, what was it? It was, okay, wait, we were talking about that. This one's more of a joke question, but how do you feel that 2 games confirmed? Well, I guess it's more 1 game, but still 2 games confirming there's an afterlife.
I mean, it's a game. They can, Plus, it's kind of hard to tell, like, because if you're referring to Gundam's execution, or at the end, his, like, a choir of angel animals picks him up and sends him to heaven, that's in the simulation. So it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, so that's where I'm like, oh, maybe it's not, but,
it confirms that angels exist in the Danganronpa universe or not.
Still very funny, because it's like, oh, I guess there's angels. He's going to heaven.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
and then it's in a game. I don't, it's not that big of a deal.
Then Ultra Despair Girls confirming there's ghosts, because for some reason, Kamaru got possessed by a ghost.
I don't remember what part you're referring to.
I think that was maybe not far, like either near the end of the game, or like not long after Chihira's dad, like, got deaded. But yeah, I don't know, they were talking about ghosts or something, and then Kamaru got possessed by a ghost.
I'm just gonna look up whether that actually happens, because I'm curious.
Yeah. It was just such a weird thing, because it was such a tonal shift from, like... Because she goes, oh, maybe ghosts exist. And it's just like... It's like, girly. I think we don't have to worry about ghosts right now. There's a lot more horrible shit happening. Am I right?
Seemingly possessed.
Okay. I'll take it.
Cause, yeah, she quote-unquote gets possessed by, what's his name?
Moses' dad?
Kuichi Toa, which is the father of Monica and, Haiji. Toa.
Matt Mercer, yes.
Yeah, Matt Mercer and, bitch in the wheelchair.
Yeah, the bitch in the wheelchair that doesn't need the wheelchair.
But, yeah, I think it's kind of debated in the community whether it actually happened, or whether it was like whether she actually got possessed, or whether it was like a delusion. I don't see why it couldn't. Right? There's a sidekick.
Yeah.
There's a sidekick in the first game.
There's a lot of other weird shit that's happened.
Yeah, like, so it could. Junko literally has ESP. You know what? No, yeah. I'm gonna say it's true. I'm gonna say she did get possessed, because if Junko can see a couple of seconds in the future, why couldn't Kamaru get possessed one time? Why not? Why not?
Yeah. I mean, aren't some of the other things, like, with, the remnants of despair, isn't like some of the stuff that happens to them like outlandish in some ways?
Depends on what you consider outlandish.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm like, did some of them succeed in their like death upon themselves, or did some not? Because the only one that's coming to my mind right now is the nurse. I think we talked about it, and it's like she was trying to put Junko's womb inside of her so that she could have babies.
Oh.
Of despair.
Yeah, so I don't know where this is confirmed, but I remember seeing it like ages ago, years and years ago. When the cast of Danganronpa 2 were the remnants of despair, when Junko Inashima died, they each took a body part of hers.
That's right,
and attached it to themselves. So with Nagito, it was one of his hands, which is why in Ultra Despair Girls you can see he has a mitten over one of his hands because it doesn't function.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Mikan's was, her womb or something like that.
God, that's so fucked up. Like, I mean, that part is fucked up, but it's also like attaching someone else's hand onto yours. That's not gonna connect to your body. That's just gonna be a dead limb that's rotting away.
Yeah, well, you know.
Damn. Rip.
Then when you got that despair in you, I guess you gotta.
I guess like I'm like, well, you have got despair, so you're probably loving that shit.
When I got that despair in me.
When I got that despair in me, just oh yeah.
Let me attach this crazy woman's hand to my own hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have any other questions? Thoughts?
None that are particularly coming to mind. Just yeah, you definitely have you definitely got into one of the the, I would say, the cliches of the edgy teen thing, but but it's otherwise like a really good story though, at least.
I'd like to think so.
Yes, I would agree so. And yeah, I mean, do you have anything else that you would like to add on to it before we start wrapping up?
Play the games, watch the anime, buy me the manga so I can read it. That's what I have to say. You, viewer, do it now.
Send surprise gifts.
Yeah.
On their throne.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, usually when we wrap up, you're like, oh, do you have any...
Yeah, do you have anything to plug?
I do. I'm a streamer over on Twitch at Psy_IO. And you can find me on most social media under Psy.io as well. I have a phone, as you said, if you want to buy me stuff. Haha, please. No, I'm kidding. Because that's the only way you can financially support me, because I don't want to get taxed by the ATO. Don't come after me. Don't know why I started singing that. But yeah, find me as Psy.io, Psy_IO, pretty much everywhere, anywhere. Come in, tell me I'm funny.
Yep, or they will cry.
Or I'll do something.
You go into a bit of despair.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, well, thank you so much for joining us on another beautiful episode of TLDR, and talking about a story that means a lot to you and has shaped the way of you. I don't know where the fuck I was going with that.
It's a part of my childhood. It did shape who I am as a person. But it sounds
strange.
Bad when it's the murder thing.
Sounds fucked up to say it's from your childhood, but yes. But I guess that's technically true. But yes, thank you for talking about this. And yes, you can also find our stuff. All of the podcasts are obviously on Apple Podcasts and also on YouTube. Every Wednesday, as long as nothing comes up. This was definitely a bit of an emergency episode, and I'm going to edit this episode very quickly before it goes up. But yes. Yes, once again, thank you, Sai, and problem. Make sure to go follow them. And yes, we will see you all in the library. Bye.
Bye.